Do not attempt to adjust the volume.
We are controlling the broadcast.
For the next hour we will control all that you hear.
You are about to experience the knowledge and insights of the Media Mothership.
All right, you're listening to Edge Radio here on 99.3 FM. This is Media Mothership now taking over the airwaves with Dr. Craig, joined by Lord Taylor and B.A. Zeke B.A.
That's me. Back again.
Is your headphones working at all?
Yeah, it is. This one's not. Left side's gone.
Oh, that's
right.
funny. Because left side of mine.
Oh, really?
Right side, gone.
Oh, really?
This is great. You guys are contributing. I got my two guests contributing in mono.
Yeah.
It seems I'm coming out stereo. So I guess we'll figure out that glitch later after I've completed the show in an hour's time.
Oh, yeah.
On Media Mothership, we look at everything in and around the world of media, looking at how it shapes our understanding of the world around us. And today we're just doing a little review of some of the weird anomalies of media that I've come across. Topic will be cozy, the genre of cozy media. So this has kind of comfort food media. So there's been some interesting news about that later we'll get to in the second half of the show. Starting, however, with our first story is one coming out of PC Gamer called Ark Raiders, so the video game Ark Raiders, as social experiment. The headline is Ark Raiders is almost like a social experiment. Embark Studios CEO reveals a neurology professor encouraged him to submit the game for scientific testing to study player behavior. So basically, Embark Studios, the studio that designed Ark Raiders, which is a third-person kind of open-world PvP, PvE, so player versus player as well as player versus environment dynamics. I know my son plays it all the time. The fascinating dimension I found when he talks about Ark Raiders, so it's a post-apocalyptic world, and you're kind of scavenging and gathering with other survivors. If you play the game PvE, every time you spawn in, you're kind of gravitating towards other players, or other players are populating your server that are also PvE. But you can be shot by another player. Other players can kill you. So he was saying there was one guy he was playing with, they were getting a lot of stash, and they were chatting, and they'd finished all of the loot they wanted to collect, and my son was going, oh, thanks very much. And the guy turned around and shot him in the back and took all his gear, right? So there are moments like that where you can just get shot. But the person that does a PvP act then starts gravitating towards more PvP-oriented servers, right? So there is this interesting attempt to, I guess, kind of bifurcate the community, but you can still find people, like you can still be thinking in a PvE way and suddenly you'll just be killed. So no, this article is talking about how a neurology professor has decided that it's the perfect game to use for some psychological research. It refers to it in the article as unintentional social experiments. I mean, I always go into life with intentional social experiments. Most of my behavior is social experiment oriented. It's like, hello, fellow human. How is my behavior coming across to you? As we humans say, yeah, this is a good day.
Hey, actually an alien.
That just reminds me of Mark Zuckerberg, because there's all of this, Epstein file stuff coming out, and all talking about how they're a race of like all of the elites in the world are just a race of reptiles in human skins and stuff like that, and then they've got this what's it called? This video of Mark Zuckerberg, and it's maybe like 3 or 4 years ago or something like that, and he says very clearly during a sort of like a conference where he's at the front, and he says, well, of course you think like that because you're human. I was human. I mean, I still am human.
Well, if you feel that you are human still, please message us in the studio 0488881107 or reach out to us on YouTube or Twitch on our live stream going live right now. So Arc Raiders, the article goes on to say, has generated fascinating player behaviors. Players creating death mazes with many barricades, random dueling requests, mysterious, helpful strangers who will silently guide others to where the loot is. So there's these kind of, there's white hat and black hat cowboys in this environment. The studio said that while it's not pursuing formal scientific studies, the professor believes this emergent social dynamic is, however, fundamental to the game's success. That it's this kind of, the social dynamics being sorted out by people in the game, right? Their behavior is defining whether they can befriend people, whether they're going to go into more PvP-oriented spaces or not. So it's this kind of really fascinating environment, which has spawned both kind of, I guess, really disturbing environments, as well as, the article says, wholesome moments of bonding and friendship, as well as, and to directly quote the article, rats who pretend they're friendly before shooting you in the back, which is the story of my son.
Those damn rats.
Those damn rats. You dirty rat. I hope that was in the chat. So do we think game developers, maybe Edge Radio as well, should partner with researchers to study psychology? Right, to study player psychology. Do you think it's a healthy thing where psychologists start saying, actually, your game is perfect for my study? There's so much disturbing stuff going on in your game.
That's in any game, isn't it? They all have some disturbing stories like that. Even Minecraft, I feel like, has disturbing.
Well, I know one of my favorite. There's a couple of really great YouTube pages. One is the Game Theorist did one on the collective commons concept. Yeah. Right, which is a real philosophical concept that's been attempted in reality where, hey, why don't we do a kind of, pseudo-socialist type environment where we're pooling our resources together and it's a collective, right? So, a lawnmower is a shared lawnmower, the cow's the shared cow, right? Everything's shared. And the Game Theorist was using the DayZ. It's a zombie game, open world zombie game like Arc Raiders. DayZ to show how the collective commons always fails, because he was saying that when you look at the game philosophy of DayZ, it was carefully balanced to have enough loot, guns, equipment, and material there that gamers should be able to defend themselves against the zombies all the time that are the bad guys. But because it's a PvP oriented game, they found that players weren't really fighting the other zombies; they were just fighting each other. And the game basically it's kind of like The Walking Dead, where the zombies are there, but they're in the background. And the real monsters are us, right? It's the other human players that are, because all that carefully balanced mechanics of just enough equipment and so forth basically went out the door as gamers started to use that kind of spawn camping routine, betraying people to grab all their loot. So all of that carefully balanced mechanic meant that some gamers simply couldn't survive against the zombies, as well as couldn't defend themselves against other nefarious gamers. So psychology in gaming certainly has been a significant part of video gaming. The dopamine, neurochemically, all of those.
It all makes sense and stuff like that, but you just have to remember to not extrapolate too much from it.
Yeah, causation or correlation. There's a bigger argument there around media effects.
It's just in terms of as a media thing, not as in real life. You can't then extrapolate that to real life.
That was the thing that I really found fascinating about the Game Theorist one on the Collective Commons, that it was taking this historical concept of, the 1800s, there was an attempt to do a commons-based society.
They might align, but you can't extrapolate from that.
Yeah. It's a. The video game space was an interesting, extrapolation to then further that thought experiment of what happens when certain, when we're meant to share resources, but some people don't start sharing resources and hoard them. How does that throw out? The other great one is the on YouTube. There's a fascinating one about one of the early Ultima games, Ultima 2 or 3, I think, and they'd carefully, they had this whole ecology where they were like everything from rabbits to bears in the wilderness. But gamers figured out they could, if they just did some grinding on rabbits, they'd be able to get those pelts and get this certain economy going.
Yeah.
And that wasn't in the game design at all, right? The gamers thought, the designers thought, why would someone waste so much time doing these low-level, killing rabbit things when they're meant to be questing and fighting goblins and dragons, right? So they hadn't even factored in this, and it basically destroyed the economy. The rabbit population was decimated. Nothing that predated the rabbits could survive, so they started dying, and they found within a few weeks the whole ecology collapsed because gamers were min-maxing the way to get money in this economy and not playing the game in a fun way that the designers felt would be fun, but instead just like, no, I'm going to min-max. So I'm going to spend the whole week killing rabbits. So yeah, interesting moments of that. And the consequences, because then it was all talking about the consequences. Game designers, you patch it, and you patch out that behavior, trying to kind of top-down sledgehammer. You're not playing the game right. And I'm still more interested. I mean, there's that. The other one was during COVID. People were pointing out one of those World of Warcraft, a bug, a virus.
Oh yeah,
Started to spread in the game. It was part of the game system, right? It was a virus, in-world virus in the game.
But it got out of containment.
Yeah.
It was supposed to be contained to a particular area of the map.
Right.
But just spread instead.
And
then you had people that were intentionally trying to spread it as far as they could.
yeah, that's right, yeah. And it was unpacking this weird microcosm of psychology that was occurring, and then shed light on, why do contagions occur and become so out of control. Anyways, that's second Arc Raiders story that I came across, which I was really fascinated about, was this piece from Polygon talking about meet the Arc Raider players who roleplay as photojournalists, documenting the fight against the machines. And I love these stories. I always collect these stories.
So wait, what is Arc Raiders related to that dinosaur game? That's also named Arc?
No, that's it. So yeah, I used to play Arc back in the day.
Yeah, that's different.
I mean, it's similar. It's an open world game.
Yeah.
But completely separate.
Yeah, okay.
Right, yeah.
And like 3D.
It's still third person, right?
Yes,
so it's still the same kind of basic mechanics.
Okay.
It's an open world game, third person, 3D based, and PvP.
So kind of like Rust.
PvE. Yeah. Anyway, so this article from Polygon's talking again about this unexpected trend that they've noticed with players in this video game. That players are role playing in a way photojournalists, where during this PvE PvP game they're actually capturing exciting combat moments with their screen capture and player engagements with screen capture because the visuals are so amazing, right? The particular settings, if we have a look at the article, I mean, there's some, you can't really see it too effectively there in the corner of screen if you're watching it live, but some amazing moonlit locations, some moments of combat that they'll capture. So the idea, and Instagram is becoming saturated with people posting their Arc Raiders photos. So it's a really interesting way that, I guess, there's a very violent, aggression-based matchmaking system there, where the more PvP you're doing, the more you go into an aggression-based system, the more PvE.
So barbarians and photojournalists.
Coming
together.
Yeah. So there are places where more peaceful characters.
Do they get their own like little vests and they've got like journalists?
Well, that's what I want. Some skins for kind of, press
don't
corps.
attack them. They're a journalist. They're just doing their job.
Well, I'd hope so. I'm just doing my job. But you can go towards in Arc Raiders more or peaceful player-based matchmaking, which will be in less hostile lobbies, and most of those encounters is where these photos are coming from, and increasingly real photographers, right? People that are photographer nuts in the real world are getting involved in Arc Raiders to take photos, right? So there are content creators. There's a couple that the article talks about, Topside Flicks and Garn TRPG. Who are both real-life photographers who are getting into producing kind of cinematic photo galleries and street photography in their real life. So they do a lot of street photography and they're getting into ARC raiders asking for other players to sign up to come to their server and to do impromptu photo shoots. Right, so it's fascinating.
I did sort of like a similar thing with Final Fantasy 15 when it came out, and because that was a really fantastic visuals on that one. Like all of the food looked so realistic when it came out. I don't know how it looks like today. And
Right.
so, and they had this was one of the first games that I knew of where they had like a dedicated photo mode. And so you could go around taking selfies with your character and all the other characters as well. And I took a selfie with one, like it was down by this beachside resort. It was a fantastic area and really beautiful sea and sort of like a boardwalk down. And I took a photo next to this character, and then later on, it turned out that he was the major boss to fight at the end of it.
It's like you were next to Hitler.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, that's awkward. I'm not a buddy. He's just random there.
Like going through your old photos, you're like, whoa.
Ooh, Stalin. Damn.
Oh.
That was at that party. But yeah, some players are taking a very technical approach. In the game, they'll use the in-game binoculars to capture some of these shots. So there are particular ways in which the game is kind of being, I guess, reverse engineered to create photos with. And then editing them in post-production, so with Adobe or something, to create these wartime journalism style homages. There's actually, I'll see if I remember to post it in the comments for the show. Time magazine, about 10, 15 years ago, ran a fascinating investigation into the video game Last of Us, the fungus zombie game, where they actually got one of their war correspondents. His mission was play this game and create a photo spread of you playing Last of Us as if you were on assignment in a conflict environment. And
Was this during COVID?
No, this is before COVID, although it would have been the perfect...
Yeah, this is during COVID when he couldn't go out to any real war.
It really would have been the perfect COVID one, wouldn't it? Yeah. It's fascinating. I mean, he found the experience actually deeply depressing. He said as a photojournalist that does real war photography, he found he was creating more and more, stunningly visually beautiful pieces from this. But he was left ambivalent as to whether this was kind of propaganda for the game or propaganda for a kind of violent engagement that he saw increasingly as unethical, right? It was very much that media effect thing that, these are very violent environments. He didn't want to glamorize them. During these...
Who asked him to do it?
Time magazine. His
Right,
employer.
okay. Yeah.
Time magazine. The voice is in his head, Zeke. He was like,
Well, I was just wondering, was it the company, like the game itself, or
no? No. Yeah, it's interesting. Yeah, because this is what he was feeling. That as he was creating more and more amazing photo shoots, he said, because many of them he began to base on kind of homages to famous war photos, conflict zone photos. And spend quite a bit of time creating these amazing little captures. But he was saying, he was left with a fantastic portfolio, but in his write-up of it, he said, he found it actually depressing because, this wasn't a game he would normally play to relax and chill out to. It was a very violent game, and he was creating imagery, particularly he thought that was glamorizing and kind of beautifying quite a depressing post-apocalyptic environment. But there, to get back to this story with Arc Raiders, there's, again, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube. This style is all starting to become more and more frequent, and people are saying with GTA 6 around the corner and existing games like Cyberpunk 2077, it'd be interesting to see if some of these content creators are going to go photojournalist into these new games or some of the older ones.
Yeah.
Well, that just reminds me of Cyberpunk 2077. They're encouraging people to be photojournalists because, like a lot of times on their social media, they'll have a competition. And so people can win merch or win other things by taking the best screenshot.
Yeah.
Or the best portrait of somebody in the game.
Yes. Yeah. Look, and I do think that... So that's really interesting because this article was talking about the grassroots bottom-up one where the players themselves taking agency, I guess, and its emergent gameplay. Whereas, yeah, I mean, it's also a really clever top-down commercial approach to get your product circulating. So feel free, listeners, to take audio snaps of Media Mothership to create. I'm giving permission for them to do AI abominations of our show.
AI, TikTok.
Yeah, do as you will. Let 1,000 flowers bloom. So the other little game story was one for Valentine's Day. I thought I'd try to be late on that Valentine's Day thing. Arthur Morgan, the voice actor from the video game Red Dead Redemption 2, maybe 1 as well. Anyway, he came to the rescue of a fan who had deleted his fiance's Red Dead Redemption 2 save game. So,
dear.
Yeah, this is our Valentine's Day story. So basically, Roger Clark, the voice actor for Arthur Morgan, the cowboy character in Red Dead Redemption, was talking about how he received a really interesting cameo request. So I'm assuming, cameo request is where someone says, can you wish my dad a happy birthday or something?
And they pay an amount of money. Yeah.
That's right. You'll get this.
Do you know who is currently sitting at the top?
Oh.
It's currently sitting at the top of the cameo charts. Like who is getting the most?
Is it you?
No, not
Knight
me.
Rider, the Knight Rider guy, Dustin Hoffman.
No, not Dustin Hoffman.
Is it Craig?
It's not Craig.
No.
Damn.
No, it's Greg Wallace.
Who?
Greg Wallace.
Is he a news anchor or?
No, he is the he was the main presenter of MasterChef UK.
Wow.
Before he got taken off the air by the BBC for exposing himself to members of staff and things like that.
That's problematic.
And now he's at the top, and he was in the top for Valentine's Day cameos.
Does he have a good voice? Is that
not really?
Wow,
that's so weird.
Yeah. So I guess similar to that. So what had happened was the gamer had accidentally deleted his fiance's Red Dead Redemption 2 save file. And of course, for those that haven't played Red Dead Redemption, it's another huge open world game.
Yep.
It's set in, I think, the 1800s American Wild West. And it's a game you sink months, years into in terms of side quests, getting all the clothes, the guns.
It's because fast travel is so sparse.
That's right. Yeah. Fast travel is where you can quickly travel from one point to the next. I think there's a form of that in the game. But So and this poor gamer had accidentally deleted his girlfriend's save game. Allegedly, she'd gone about 2/3 of the way through the game. So it was a substantial contribution. And the voice actor, Clark, he said this is what he lives for. These messages, these kind of, he refers to them as off-the-wall requests, because he says, over 3,000 cameo videos. Clark has completed over 3,000 cameo videos with a 5-star rating. So I guess he really puts a lot of energy into it. And it's interesting, the article talks about how the online reaction to the story has been very mixed. Some are sympathetic with the boyfriend, trying to help out with the gal, and others have questioned how it was accidentally deleted. Right?
He's spending too much time on the video game.
So it was, well, I mean, if you accidentally deleted your significant other's save game or something that they'd put a lot of time into, do you think this would work? Would you hire someone to say sorry for you?
I don't think I would hire a cameo actor to do.
You do it on air, like that Canadian
I can
or
do
Norwegian.
It on here. I can do it on here, and in fact, right now, Jackie, I'm not going to do it right now. I haven't done that.
Well, there was the Winter Olympics. There was a Norwegian.
The guy's like begging for. What did he do? Did he
had an affair?
Cheat on her? Yeah.
Like it was a relationship that didn't even go for like 6 months or something. Had an affair, and then on air at his bronze, like how does it feel when bronze? He goes, I'm really emotional because I had an affair on my ex-girlfriend. I want to apologize. And people have pointed out, how bad form that was because it then suckled the oxygen from the fact that the other the other team members dedicated
maybe
their
he was
medal.
upset that he didn't get silver or gold, and he thought this will show him.
Should have got a voice actor.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he should have done that.
So you wouldn't do it, Zeke?
No, well, I mean, I'm not trying to delete anyone's saves, but yeah.
Are you doing it right now?
I'm not listening. I'm trying to test something with the Edge system.
All right. Let's go into the main topic for today's show. We're at halfway through. Cozy game boom. Cozy game boom.
Boom.
Boom. What I want to look at is this idea of cozy genre. There's been a number of really interesting discussions. The latest one, do I have it? Here? So cozy games, it can be a cozy book, it can be a cozy game. It's often seen as something which is a popular culture which is calming and safe. So an example might be what would be some examples, Zeke? I'll see if I can look something up on the
or specifically games.
Well, I'll play a couple of quick YouTube shorts about.
So I know, like the one for books, or I can't remember what it was called, but like the classic archetype is like two people who are adventurers or something, like retire and they're opening a cafe in some small medieval village. That's. And then, like,
in a medieval village.
It's specifically like in a fantasy setting. Yeah.
I guess here's some quick examples.
Over on Instagram, I came across this video that was talking about the drama in the cozy community, talking about what defines a cozy game. I thought it was like low-key satirical, like, oh, haha, that's funny, like drama in the cozy community, what? And no, apparently it was a real thing. I looked more into it, and then there are some people saying anything can be a cozy game, or, a cozy game are these very specific things. It's Animal Crossing and Stardew Valley and nothing else. While I don't personally believe that a cozy game can be anything, I'm also not in the business of yucking anybody's yum. A couple of cozy gamers and I were interviewed by Lauren Martin, who writes for PC Gamer, about what defines a cozy game, or how do we define a cozy game. And I gave my opinion of what I feel cozy games are. I lean toward the experiences that put me in a relaxed state and calm my nervous system. I want a chill experience. If I wanted war, violence, and guts, I'd play Call of Duty all the time. Over on Instagram.
So her definition is one that's going to relax her nervous system. Right? It's one that's going to just get you, like people were talking about with the importance of getting bored in life, right? Coloring in book was something that people were saying you need to do to just chill out. So
yeah.
A colouring in book would be a cozy experience in terms of you're just doing something that's non-conflict based. It's just colouring in. In terms of, I guess the psychological benefits, people are saying that cozy games are offering ways to reduce stress and loneliness. Similar to kind of mindfulness practices, that you're going to be engaged in a space which is going to have some psychological benefits around safety. Some of the other terms that are often associated with coziness in like a video game is abundance, softness. Right? It doesn't need.
This is definitely ChatGPT talking.
Well, this is from an article called Inverse. It's time to rethink cozy games. So in this article from Inverse, they're talking about how some of these definitions are kind of like, some people would agree with them and not. And this is what that YouTube short's saying. Have you played Animal Crossing? This comes up a lot as a cozy game experience. Yeah. How would your experience of Animal Crossing align to this? Would it trigger safeness, calmness? Is there any safe, calm experiences in Animal Crossing?
I wouldn't define it like that, no.
Because I think, one of the aspects, not being a gamer of Animal Crossing, one space it does seem to convey is that idea that some people define the cozy genre as cute, right? So it has to have kind of anthropomorphic animals, right? Disney-esque big-eyed animals, right? That look cute and cuddly, right? So Animal Crossing kind of has that, right?
Right.
Its design element is kind of cuteness. A kind of Hello Kitty Adventureland type space, right? It's one which emphasizes cuteness.
Little chibi characters.
Right? And I guess you'd contrast that maybe to World of Warcraft.
which doesn't have chibi characters.
Right? Well, it's a contrast, right? World of Warcraft.
Yeah.
Would we say the aesthetics of World of Warcraft are cozy or not cozy? People would, I'd assume, gravitate towards.
Not, I guess.
You got swords. It's kind of, much like talking about Arc Raiders. You got people that want to experience that game as PvP, which is not the cozy gameplay for those that want to do PvE. Right?
I would just put cozy games down to no stress games which have got no sort of time limit.
Yeah.
That's what I'd put down. So, for example, like with Walkabout Mini Golf, that is the number one...
This is what you've been playing.
The number one VR game I'm playing at the moment is Mini Golf game.
Yeah.
And there are no... some of the maps have got characters, but the vast majority of maps have got no characters, no animals, nothing like that. And I would still call it a cozy game because you're free to just explore and you don't have to engage with anything if you don't feel like you need to.
Yeah, so there's that kind of low emotional risk, right? Is it a aesthetically warm experience? Like, is it cute?
Not particularly.
Pastel colored?
I mean, some of them are. Some of the maps are, but for the majority of them, there's like the first map is you're on a desert island and there's skulls and treasure chests everywhere. It's not particularly chibi or particularly cartoon. I mean, it's very cartoonified because it needs to run on a Quest headset, so it's not going to be fantastic visuals, but it still draws you into the world enough.
And that idea of risk is low, right?
Yeah.
You're not constantly thinking, I'm going to be killed
No.
by something, or either I sink this and win the game, or I don't sink this and I'm a failure. It's not at all in that high risk, low risk, or high risk space. So yeah, that would certainly conform with some of the key ideas of coziness. The reason I'm raising this is just recently PC Gamer ran an article last week. The headline was, "The cozy game boom is the clearest trend on Steam over 5 years of data." So this was a kind of data analysis company called Game Discover Company.
I would disagree, but...
Okay, anyway, we'll get...
Disagree with the stats.
I'll define it. So they've revealed a growing trend of cozy games on Steam, with the term increasingly appearing in capsule descriptions. So these are the description, if you've designed a game, right, where you'd put the, I guess the equivalent of a hashtag or whatever, where you'd place this game as its genre.
Okay.
Is it war? Is it strategy?
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah. It's
comedy?
main...
Is it cozy?
What's its genre? Yeah. Exactly. And this term cozy has come up more and more over the last 5 years as the term increasingly being used to describe many, many games. So this it's also linked to a new UNESCO report, which has highlighted that artists and creators are facing significant income declines due to AI technology advancements. So the idea that they're trying to, I guess, relate this is a human game by humans for human emotions, creating low-risk environments to make it more relaxed. This research that they did, was showing that so the Game Discovery Co's rigorous work has resulted in a spreadsheet of the top 1,000 keywords, and they found that this term cozy was used in overwhelmingly a high percentage of these new games that are getting put on Steam, with quite significant sales linked to it.
But what is the quality of these games? It could just be saturated with a market of first-time or AI coding people, and it's not actually anything that's worth.
Yeah. Look,
and are they buying them or are they free?
Well, I think they're all because it's linked to money, right? It's linked these as a combined set of games. They've garnered over $100,000, right? So
in 5 years.
So the other term that they've found to move on, I don't know. Read the article, Zeke. Did you do the homework? More tellingly, games with the word factory in their summary have also gone up 325%.
Interesting.
Over 5 years.
Cozy Factory.
Yeah.
Cozy Factory.
Maybe, management sim games, right? There are quite a few kind of like I've noticed in many of the YouTubes about cozy games, they'll refer to management games where you're kind of managing a cafe, and which seems to be high stress when I think about that idea.
But I feel like the game version, right, is not very stressful.
No, that's right. The game version just seems like a colouring in book, basically. You're just matching things up. So that could be where it's linked to.
Can I get into why I disagree?
Yeah, please.
I don't think it's cozy I mean, it might be in terms of saturating the market, but in terms of popularity of genres that have just come up.
Yeah.
By far, roguelites and roguelikes.
Oh yeah, there's so many new ones now. Yeah.
And let's define this genre first. So this is from, it's coined around the game Rogue. Which,
roguelites and roguelikes.
What do these mean again?
Roguelikes are
L-I-K-E-S.
are where they take the core concepts from Rogue and run with it.
And Rogue is a game where you're
an old game
doing what? What?
Just let me finish.
Yeah.
Roguelites with a L-I-T-E-S is where it's like a rogue game, but they can go completely in a different direction with it. And so the whole point of both of these sort of genres of games is that what you do is you run through some sort of
dungeon?
Run.
Okay.
It can be a dungeon or just some sort of run that you do. And once you die, go back to the beginning, and then you have like a new set of abilities, or like you can keep building up.
Yeah, right.
How powerful you are at the start of the run, and then as you're going through the run, you can select different abilities and things like that. So when it comes to mobile games, the first one that was really popular was Archero, which is where you just basically go from room to room, and after you finish a room, you then get higher, like ricochet or firepower.
I felt no sense of accomplishment in that game.
But do you reckon?
This is coming from I played The Binding of Isaac.
Oh yeah.
And I 100%ed it. So
wow.
Yeah. So I do not find Archer as too easy.
Yeah.
It's too easy. I do not like it.
That's great. I can't imagine 100% Binding of Isaac.
Both of them.
But again,
God.
would you say the rogue genre is an established genre today, these days? Or do you think it's still emerging?
It's definitely now.
I guess in defense of looking at
Binding
cozy...
of Isaac.
Binding of Isaac.
Binding, right.
That was like the upright. That was like, it was like coming up. Now it's like, it's like fully established.
But I think the interest in cozy is that it's emerging. It's this thing that's just starting to become more popular.
It was emerging when Stardew Valley became popular.
Cozy.
Yeah. Which is around the same time.
Another article from Pedestrian, How I Sleep After Playing a Cozy Game Before Bed, talks about how cozy gaming, of course, has been surging in popularity. Especially this was during COVID. So it's trying to explain coziness as an outcome of the experience many people had during COVID, where they were looking for stress-free escape through simple, repetitive tasks and community building online, importantly, in games, again, like Animal Crossing and Stardew Valley. Is that one, Stardew Valley's one that...
Yeah.
I literally just mentioned it about 20 seconds.
He did. Yeah.
Correct. Well...
Or like Harvest Moon. Hey.
Oh, now that's going back.
There you go.
Message in now if you've got your cozy Stardew Valley story for us. So the genre emphasizes, as we've talked about, relaxation, mindfulness, and emotional well-being. Other titles in this game, in this article, are Kinderworld, Spiritfarer, which are promoting self-care and gentle storytelling.
Yep.
Do we have any data on like the percentage of like who's playing these things? Like, are they older?
This is the question. This is the question, right?
Male, female, non-binary, etc.
These are definitely the questions to be asking because, I mean, anecdotally, it seems many articles are suggesting that the rise of cozy gaming, if we accept there is an increase, is this reflecting, or how is this increase in cozy gaming reflecting broader societal shifts, right? Is it showing maybe, as this article is suggesting, more interest in mental wellness and digital comfort, right? Rather than, and again, starting today's Media Mothership with Arc Raiders is a good point that some people play it as PvE and some play it as PvP. It's trying to do both a slightly more cozy experience as well as a more normal, I guess, what would be considered stereotypical shooter game. So this is an interesting new trend within open world shooters, that they're trying to get a more cozy experience, right? So that if you're playing in a non-hostile space, you'll gravitate towards servers which will have more non-hostile players.
AKA, if you're about 12 years old and you can't aim.
I know, I find it's the opposite. Those 12-year-olds. Jeez.
It's where you go after you get like bullied
sweat.
online in like the COD servers.
But it is. I mean, is it suggesting a shift in gaming, right? That there'll be a kind of coziness that increasingly becomes emergent, like GTA, cozy GTA or something.
Fantastic.
Cozy GTA. I want to see a cozy GTA. We got cozy GTA before GTA 6.
Well, maybe, Hobart
Cozy
GTA
Hobart.
could be. The last article I've got is gamers can't seem to agree on a definition for cozy games. This is from The Escapist back in 2024. So, again, it's talking similarly about how many people think of a game like Stardew Valley, but even in that game, there can be moments of stress and conflict. Hello Kitty Island Adventure, it's low stakes. You got beloved, cute characters in it. Some people were calling The Legend of Zelda Echoes of Wisdom as a cozy game experience. So it's certainly one that's emerging, but a lot of people are debating whether it is or not. I know in literature and books, there's a whole thing with cozy fiction, where they're often set in like a cafe, or they're
Really, a whole book in a cafe?
Yeah, what was the one that we were looking through some examples? It was the
It was like something in lattes.
Goblins and Lattes or something.
I think they both started with L. I think it was like an alliteration.
Lemurs.
Yeah, lemurs and lattes. No, it was like it was like a fantasy term. I can't remember what it was now. Legends and latte. I don't know. It was something like that. But yeah, it was literally just like two adventurers have retired and they're opening a cafe in some random village.
Yeah, so here's
That's the entire thing.
That's the entire thing.
I am an autumn.
Okay, well that's not useful.
What were you expecting?
Random short. Here we go. Is this one helpful?
I would have gone with you to the end.
They're all weird, the shorts for cozy fiction.
Are these just playing like clips from movies or something? No, this is a cozy scene.
No, these are cozy books you need to read.
Oh, okay.
You can't tell? Here we go. Oh, here we go. This has the one that does that. I guess they're meant to be cozy music, right? They've chosen cozy music, and it's called Legends and Lattes.
Yeah.
Legends and
Yep.
Light.
There it is.
Right, so again, it's a fantasy setting, but instead of it being all about questing and fighting goblins, it's them just setting up a cafe.
And
Right.
reminiscing.
Yeah, so it's very low
Yeah.
stakes. Now, we were watching some cozy literature YouTube explanations. Zeke, and you mentioned that your girlfriend
Yes.
had read one of the books that came up on the
She
list.
had. I didn't realize it counted as cozy when we were reading it, but then I saw it.
What
and
was
I was
it?
like, it was like, I think it was called like an encyclopedia of fairies.
Fairies.
Fairies. Oh, yeah, I think you said fairies, but it's specifically
Fairies.
fairies with Faeries.
Fairies.
I don't really know what it's about, hence why I didn't know that it was cozy fiction at all.
Wow.
But then I went.
Busted.
Then I went and asked. I asked my girlfriend
Blown.
about it, and
Yeah.
then she said,
I
she
hope
was
you
like, "Oh
confronted
yeah,
them.
no, that was a cozy thing. That was definitely." And I was like, "Oh, that's good. How did you find it?" And then she was like, "Yeah, it really illustrated to me that I like high fantasy with massive stakes." I was like, I want politics. I want deep magic system. Like, I want that. I don't want any of that, like legends and lattes. No.
I mean, because that's your balancing. Because, I mean, it does seem perilously close to being boring, right? If you haven't got stakes, if you haven't got conflict, if you haven't got, like, that third act or that second act, the stakes are down, the heroes are in their dark tea time of the soul.
So that's the path forward if you're a writer, is to make it so it's cozy but not just surface level.
Yeah.
It needs to have something else.
Yeah. I mean, some of the music you've created, Taylor.
Oh Christ!
Would you see any of that as cozy?
Yeah,
I've
actually.
listened to quite a bit, and I find that it's all pretty cozy.
Thank you.
Listen in to if people want to find out more.
What I can think of immediately is one where I was trying to make a song about the Mother Nature.
Okay,
That's
so that's
pretty cute. That's
cozy
pretty cozy.
theme.
Yeah.
Right. And how were you trying to integrate coziness? Was it kind of like one of the songs we'd hear in like this?
So what's the verdict?
Oh, sorry.
Aye.
That's the same one.
What's the verdict?
What's the verdict? I should just have a soundboard.
No, just like, very slow tempo. I was using, in terms of the instruments I used, was a piano and a mountain dulcimer.
Oh, okay.
Of course. The mountain doll.
Do you know what a dulcimer is?
No.
It's like, imagine you had a harp, which is about half size,
yeah.
and then put it down on the ground like that. And
Okay.
then you get like little mallets like this, and then you hit the strings.
So it's like a cross between a harp and a xylophone.
Yeah.
Yeah. There you go.
Is cozy here to stay?
No, I don't know.
I do. I find it hilarious that your girlfriend was like, it showed me that I really don't like cozy. I want high stakes.
For some reason, because like
conflict.
obviously, like all media is in some form escapism.
Yeah.
So she's using it as escapism, but she actually wants like high stress.
Yeah.
In the actual story, like
Stress is my escape.
yeah. It's kind of weird. It's like antithetical to what you think. Like you'd be like, oh yeah, you want something cozy, yeah, but
The Walking Dead.
yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's Media Mothership, I think, for this week. I think we've we'll think about cozy radio. Right?
Cozy radio, yeah.
What would because I
We
feel
need music behind.
yeah. I feel like for cozy radio, you're either doing an ASMR thing.
Well, we did think about it there. We were thinking about like we could make a station ID that is cozy, and so it could be like, oh, somebody would be like, oh, you're listening to Edge Radio, da, da, da.
Yeah.
And but then the problem is that you could then get like death metal after. So,
I know. Take a breath, relax, chill. You're listening to your comfort station, and then it's like
and they're like,
heavy. No. Yeah. Well, that's just the spectrum of the audience we're offering, both your PvP and PvE listeners.
Exactly.
Wow, yeah. Tie it all together.
Next week, we'll be interviewing a comic book artist, drawer,
Interviewing a comic book
guy. Yeah, the actual comic book itself. And I think I've lined someone up even for the week after that.
Wow.
Yep. So Be careful if you're in my vicinity as I'm walking around, because I will grab you and put you on the show.
Sorry, I have to take a phone call.
We're literally at the end of the show.
Sure? That was Lord Taylor.
Thanks again for listening. Show notes will be up on the Facebook page and YouTube. Thank you, Zeke and Taylor, for coming on. Cozy gaming, cozy books. We'll return to this topic in the future to hopefully go a bit further.